It's Spence, the evil genius, from Witch of the Laboratory with your Lab Secrets tip of the day. Well, today we're going to show you how powerful the Lab Secret solution really is. If you're a business person or an entrepreneur, you're already wearing a ton of different hats with marketing and customer relations and building your business and getting the monetization together, etc. The last thing in the world you want to do is to have to learn how to become a developer or a programmer or a designer. But you know what? You don't have to. The amazing part about the Lab Secret solution is we've put together an entire package of modular items that make it easy for you to just see something you like and plug it right in. And that's never been more true than by utilizing the power of our little secret supercharged engine that's right under the hood. It's called Jquery. And basically what it is it's a toolkit of user interface items or library items that give you the ability to do all those amazing things you've seen on the gigantic websites, but to do it on your own site. And yet you don't need to know a lick of programming in order to access it. Let me show you what I mean. Today I'm going to give you an example of how to use the Jquery tools to turn on a tabbed submenu. But instead of doing that globally across your entire theme, you're just going to do it inside of any old random blog post or page. It's so simple because you don't have to change anything, you don't have to program anything. You just simply grab the little snippet from the toolkit that we provide, put it in your blog post, change the text to what you want, and boom, you're done. Now, let me show you how this operates. The use case here, by the way, is being demonstrated inside our Lab Diarize, which is our custom version of the WooThemes Diarize theme. And it's really neat because it's great for business people who want to focus on calendars and events and other things. It's a little different from our normal headline theme, but basically I thought you'd like that. So I'm going to go over here to a blog post that I've created called Using Jquery Tools, and you'll notice that I've got a photo at the bottom, but really this is the focus of the whole tutorial. This neat little tabbed area allows me to create a focus at the top of my page that I can utilize for featuring members, featuring a product, featuring a concept. The idea is it's a way to get a lot of content in a small vertical real estate. And even though I've set this up as sort of a plain Jane version, you know from our past tutorials, if I use the Firebug Editor inside of Firefox, I can just easily right-click, inspect the element, and let's say I want to change this gray box to something else. Inspect element. Over here, the panes, I can change the background color to something really shocking, like red, as I've done in other tutorials. But it's just that simple. So all of this is customizable just as easily as a little basic CSS. But for this tutorial, I'm going to stick with the bare bones here, and let me show you how to set this up on your site in a blog post or a page. We're going to provide the snippet code. You'll go over, let's say, to your blog post editor, where I've set up this particular blog post with, the regular setup. There's a title. And then the most important thing, though, is you must use the selection on the right here for HTML. Don't use the visual editor. That will not work with any type of code drop. You need to use HTML whenever you're dropping code in. And basically, you take the snippet, you just plop it right into place here with the paste command, and that's all there is to it. Now, there's two parts of this you'll need to change. One is you'll go to find this little area that's called tabs. Really couldn't be any easier to find. You'll notice we have 3 tabs set up. If you want to go ahead and change the name of any of the tabs, just go ahead and select it and start typing. So you could call this second tab, for example. Next is you go down and find the section called panes. Again, couldn't be any simpler to find. And for example, you'll see we've got paragraphs where this is the first pane and then there's another one. What you're going to look for is these divide tags. So the first part has a divide tag and then ends with a divide tag. Then the next one starts with a divide tag and ends with the divide tag. And the third one starts with a divide tag and ends with a divide tag. As long as you understand what those divide tags do, you'll be fine. So you could go ahead and even though there's 2 paragraphs in each of these sections, I can say this is second tab, Now, when you save it and update it, it'll be reflected back over here on the site as you would expect. Couldn't be any easier. Just real quick before this tutorial is done, let me show you how powerful the Jquery is. There's a whole variety of versions of this you can implement as easily as the gray ghost version I just showed you. This one, for example, has some images and some nice extra CSS that allows you to have this almost like a transition effect. You can also do some colors and some other